Yo, what's up guys? It's your man, I Do a Barber, back with another haircut tutorial. And today in this video, we're doing a drop fade with a comb over with a slight pomp in the front. I wouldn't have called this an official pompadour, but I'm gonna let you guys rock out to these vibe tunes. And I don't have much to say because everything is pretty much self-explanatory. So you're gonna only hear me speak when absolutely necessary. So enjoy the tutorial. I wanted you guys to see this, and I paid attention to this because wait later in the tutorial, and that's going to play a factor in the way the blend looks. You see in the back, the contrast of his hair is a lot darker because he has some lumps. Everyone's head is not perfectly round, so you have to come in and attack certain spots, but typically the hair in the back is more dark, more coarse and dense, so you have to spend a little bit extra time there. straight up with that 3.5 off of his parietal ridge because I want to keep that area dark. And now we're gonna get into some clipper over comb. I put the video in regular speed. I chose to not slow this down. I wanted you guys to see this in regular speed, and just to let you guys know, I'm working a little slower than I normally do, just so you guys can get that extra effect of what I'm doing. I'm working really slow for you guys. So as you see, I created one guideline and I'm going around his head, basing every hair that I take off in the next section off of that last guideline. So I'm not going any further until I match the guideline and the hair is clear, the silhouette's clean. So if you saw there, I just went too far and I noticed I had to go back. So if you didn't check that, go back and rewind that little part right there. But I noticed the hair was way too long and I didn't see my guideline. So if you don't see your guideline, just go back to the previous section. It's the same thing with using scissors. You see his hair is damp. Part of it's kind of hard to come off with these clippers with the hair wet like that, but it still works. I actually prefer doing clipper over comb with the hair slightly damp. And don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell to stay alert when I do videos and put out dope tutorials like this. Not only am I trying to make sure that I get all the hairs, but I want to make sure that the silhouette is perfect. So as you see there, you see the silhouette looks good. And I'm just going to attack any areas that needs my attention. Attention to detail. And I saw an area there that requires some touching up. Rather than me put my blades back on, I'm just going to use clipper over comb and knock out a little dark spot. That's the beauty of clipper over comb. I didn't even have to go back and use my blades. I can just use the clipper and the comb for that. And if you're curious about any of the products that I'm using in this video, I will have links to all of that and the camera equipment that I use for my YouTube channel in the description below. that's just profile parting, guys. I'm just creating that first shape and guideline with the profile parting, and I'm gonna match both sides with that. This is all exterior cutting. You see the shape, triangle, shorter in the back, longer in the front. And now it's time to match what I just created with my profile section. Over directing back, matching the sections. Very simple. This to soften up that parietal ridge from the clipper over comb. I prefer doing this because clipper over comb sometimes leaves a blunt, harsh look, and I like the softer look that the scissor over comb provides. I just like the way the hair grows out better with scissor over comb. So now it's time to do some interior cutting. So I did the exterior, created the shape. Now it's time to go into the interior and take out some of this weight. Add a little bit more texture, movement, and volume. I'm just feeling to see where it feels heavy, and I'm just taking the weight out there. Very simple. I'm not going in too deep, just right at the tips to add a little bit of texture to the tips to help him style and wear every day. You see that spot there? It created a shadow, and there's really nothing you can do about that. That's just that scar that he has on his head, but you can do something to lighten it. And this is my dry matte clay that I'm using to style. Firm hold, and it creates a lot of texture in the hair, which you'll see here in a second.